Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be looking at an interesting topic on electrolysis. Now we're looking at the basic concepts of electrolysis. So what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is simply the chemical decomposition of a compound by passing direct current through a solution or molten compound. It is the chemical decomposition of a compound by passing direct current, not alternating current, through a solution or molten compound. So the compound must not be in dry cell. It must be the compound must not be dry. It must either be in solution or molten. It must be in a liquid state. That's the most important thing. For electrolysis to occur, the electrolyte must be in a liquid state or semi-liquid. So either solution or molten. Okay, now we look at electrolytes. What is an electrolyte? An electrolyte is a compound that conducts electricity and is decomposed in the process. Any compound that conducts electricity and is decomposed in the process, we refer to it as what? Electrolyte. Any compound that conducts electricity and is decomposed in the process. Remember, an electrolyte must be in solution or molten form. We look at electrodes. Electrodes are conductors in form of wires, rods, plates, by which electric current enters or leaves the electrolyte. So, electrodes are conductors by which current enters or current leaves the electrolyte. We look at an anode. Now, anode is a positive electrode. Now, in anode, we have what we call oxidation. In anode, oxidation takes place. So, there is loss of electrons. In anode, oxidation takes place. So, there is what? Loss of electrons. Loss of electrons in anode. You can also say that in anode, electrons enter the electrolyte. Electrons enter the electrolyte through the anode. Electrons enter the electrolyte through the anode. Then you have your cathode. What is your cathode? It is a negative electrode. So for cathode, in cathode, what happens in cathode is what? Reduction. Reduction or gain of electrons. And here, what happens to the electrons? Cathode, electrons leaves the electrode. Electron leaves the electrode. But in anode, electrons enter the electrolyte. In anode, electrons enter the electrolyte. In cathode, electrons leaves the electrolyte. So please take note of these two important things because subsequently we are going to be seeing them. Then the last but not the least, cation and anion. Cation is a positive ion while anion is a negative ion. Okay, so let's look at basic mechanism of electrolysis. How does electrolysis occur? Now this is an electrolysis setup, and this is your electrode. These two rods here are your electrode. Remember what we say an electrode is? It is a rod, a plate, or a wire by which electrons enter or leave the electrolytes. So these are your electrodes, and the positive electrode is what we refer to as the anode. This is a positive electrode, and the negative electrode is what we refer to as the cathode. This is a negative electrode. And then the solution that is decomposed is what we refer to as what? Electrolyte. So this solution here are what we refer to as the electrolyte. Remember, we said that it is a direct current that is passed in electrolysis. So how does this happen? In a layman's explanation, electrolysis is simply use of electricity to conduct chemical reaction, to split reactions. So let's look at this now. in a layman, okay, so what actually happens here is that in the anode, there is what we call oxidation. Oxidation simply refers to what? Loss of electrons. The loss of electrons. So here, you find out that electrons are lost at the anode. How? During electrolysis, electrons leave the anode and enter into the what? Electrolyte. So there is actually a loss of electrons in the anode. Electrons leave the anode and enter into the electrolyte. Now, where are they going to? At the cathode. Cathode is what? Cathode is reduction. Reduction or gain of electrons. So, when electrons leave the anode and enter into the electrolyte, they move to where? To the cathode to be deposited. Are we together? So there is actually a gain of electron at the cathode. So electrons leave the anode to be deposited at where? At the cathode. However, there are factors that affect the whole process, especially the discharge of electrons, especially the discharge of materials on the cathode. There are several factors that affect it, and we'll be looking at those factors. So basically, at the end of the day, depending on whatever that was deposited at the anode, you have what we call what? There is always a resulting mixture. At the end of the day, the mixture could be acidic, alkaline, or neutral. So let's look at the factors that affect the distribution of materials in electrolysis.